Are you looking for the best Garmin GPS running watches? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best watches on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Garmin Forerunner 265 running watch. An immediate follow-up to Garmin's Forerunner 255, the Forerunner 265 offers a few key upgrades atop the reliable bones of its predecessor. This watch exhibits noticeable improvements for the sake of readability, usability, and practicality, touch controls, training readiness metrics, and universal music streaming capabilities, to name a few. The 265's most immediately significant upgrade, however, is its screen. Departing from the 255's dimmer, more battery-efficient screen, the new model features a bright AMOLED display that will assuredly end your days of squinting to look at your stats. This does take a chunk out of this watch's battery life compared to earlier models, but it's nothing too drastic. Plus, it ultimately promises a much more approachable experience. At number 2. Garmin Forerunner 55 running watch. While this watch might seem like a simple device, test director Jeff Dengate sees anything but. When I first started running more than 30 years ago, I'd log every run in a paper journal, measuring distance with a car and keeping track of duration by looking at my parents' microwave clock before and after each run. I graduated to a fancy Timex Ironman that could remember 50 splits. The Forerunner 55 is light years ahead of that, even though it's touted as a basic or beginner watch. The 55 is slightly smaller than the other Forerunner models, but it still packs some handy features, a respectable battery life that will get you through a week of runs between charges, a wrist-based heart rate monitor, and smartwatch functionality. To save money, you're giving up advanced sensors like the pulse oximeter and the barometer, plus advanced training analytics like a virtual partner, live segments, and running dynamics, stride length, for example. Then again, we couldn't tell you the last time we used any of those features on the Phoenix, so maybe this is as much watch as any of us truly need. At number 3. Garmin Phoenix 7X Pro Sapphire Solar Running Watch. The Phoenix has always been a rugged, indestructible timepiece for the backcountry that we've used for trail running and everyday jaunts as well. The biggest reason is because of the watch's seemingly never-ending battery. It'll last 89 hours with just GPS active and 16 hours if you're streaming music. It also has one of the biggest screens you'll find on a GPS running watch, one that's capable of showing you up to 7 different metrics on a single display. The biggest change for this version, however, is the introduction of dual-frequency reception, which Garmin calls multi-band. In our testing, we found the resulting maps after our runs to be completely snapped to the actual course we ran, no more errant zigzags as the watch loses signal. A bonus feature on the 7X model, which seems insignificant until you actually use it, is a flashlight. Whether your headlamp battery expires before you do, or you're just navigating your dark house on your way to bed, you'll find it helpful. At number 4. Garmin Forerunner 965 running smartwatch. Garmin updated the Forerunner 965's predecessor, the 955, to be more accurate than ever, thanks to multi-band reception. This allowed the watch to receive 2 signals from a satellite and filter out the noisier, less accurate data. It led to better pace estimates on your run and cleaner maps when you upload to your favorite digital training platform. The 965 hangs onto this nifty feature, and with an updated and upscaled AMOLED display, you can get a lot more out of it. This watch's color maps, also available on the Forerunner 955 and Phoenix models, are another handy feature, now amplified to be clearer and more detailed than ever. Displayed on the watch, they help you find your way around new cities without getting lost. You can even generate round-trip courses on the fly, no computer required. At number 5. Garmin Forerunner 165 Music Running Smartwatch. When the Forerunner 200 series first graced the market, it was meant to act as a beginner's watch. Unfortunately for the budget-minded, the 200 models have trended toward the middle of Garmin's price range in recent years, largely because of all the new tech the brand manages to fit into it. The 165's goal: turn that trend back around and offer another bare-bones tracker that does the few things it can do really, really well. The 55 is a great option if you truly want the best bang for your buck. But if you simply want a 265 with fewer features that don't pertain to running, especially if you're a fan of an AMOLED display, the 165 offers a more premium experience. The screen is larger than on the 55, it's astronomically brighter, and it still has the capacity to store music for your runs. Better yet, the music-ready version costs a whopping $150 less than the 265, and the music-free version costs only $50 more than the 55. Our testers, including Dengate, think the latter jump in price is worth taking. At number 6. Garmin Enduro 2 Running Watch. Simply put, buy this watch only if you're into multi-day adventures where you won't have any opportunity to recharge your watch along the way. The Enduro 2 is effectively a Phoenix with some functionality stripped away to extend battery life. You can get some serious runtime out of this watch. It gets up to 150 hours of battery in GPS mode, thanks in no small part to the watch face's built-in solar panels. Runner's World video producer Pat Heine wore the original Enduro on his FKT of Pennsylvania's Mid-State Trail, charging it just once, for 3 hours, during the 327-mile run. That's mighty impressive, especially since the watch was recording Pat's GPS position every second. Extended settings reduced the frequency of those samplings to save battery life.